Hi everybody, I want to talk about the tokenization, overall Web3, where it goes in terms of the development. I've developed about 100 projects by now in different capacities, being a part of the team or even like by myself. And I can now judge how the whole industry actually moves. I think the majority of people think of the Web3 and the blockchain overall as token, token, how to sell it, how to give a value to it. And then as a result, we have like tens of thousands of new tokens, I don't know, every day. But they just don't hold nothing behind them. And that's a problem because if you have something like you promise to be a big thing, you kind of create the hype around it, but it doesn't stand long term. So this is a big problem because you want to do something really special. And nowadays you have I have serious businessmen coming to me with the different project ideas. And guess what? They talk more about the value that they bring to the world, not token. Actually, what they say about their token is that they say, yeah, maybe in the future I will have my own token so that people can actually kind of connect to the platform, enjoy its benefits by utilizing my tokens, and that's how I will build the utility of this token. And this is interesting because all of the serious businessmen, they're concentrated on solving real world problems, not on some fluff like meme coins, for example. Meme coins are not going to stand for any longer. They're just, hype. There's nothing, behind them. They're not Bitcoin. They don't exist. There's nothing that would indicate that they will remain in the market. And that's why moving for this hype, creating the token, and overall thinking of the blockchain of only a platform that will make you rich or something like this. That is not how it all works. Imagine you're creating a bank or something like this. You can have lots of different services, but you don't have your own token, right? You don't have your own currency. You use the state currencies, and that's how you actually work. So that's really somewhat, surprises me when people talk only about token rather than talking about the value that will be underlining that very token. And that's really why would you even think of embarking on any Web3 project if the only thing you think of is how to get rich by means of the token and maybe pull yourself out of that when it's on the top, hopefully to, earn 100,000 K. You can earn millions of K, millions of dollars. What would you even think about the blockchain by only tokens? And so that brings me to the next point, that if you have a solid idea that you think it's gonna work, the next thing is to test it with some real world testimonies. That is very easy. It has never been easy before as much as nowadays. You have so many platforms, you have so many Facebook, you may have so many social media groups where you can test it. But how to make it tested? Besides the no-code solutions, which I don't like, I hate it, I just don't understand why people at all think of the solutions like this. But you can create something simple. So for example, you can begin with Figma, you can drop your ideas and ask community what they think about it. And if they provide valuable answer to your questions, and if you put the questions right, you will see that actually people are interested in the product. People are very much thinking of this. They comment it. Maybe they hate it. That's fine as well. That's still an emotion that you can actually transfer into something useful. You can think about it. You can actually decline some of the ideas. So, it's all about the human beings. Because I can tell you, in 99%, whatever founders or businessmen think that their product will be valuable is completely different what the market thinks, especially if you don't have any good experience with real public. And that surprises me as well. As an engineer, I think you might be interested in the very good engineering solutions, but in the end of the day, people don't need anything sophisticated. They need something like click once, done, simple, as we call it, keep it simple, stupid, KISS principle in the programming. And that's how it works overall. But to test it, what you can do is to create the design. The design is the first phase where you can actually think of this, of your idea as something real world. You can bring it to the world in form of something non-existent, but as pictures, as something that people can already see. You can see it on your own already. It's not like you have it in your mind. It's really have it on your paper, and it's like beginning all with the description of what you really want. That's somewhat what people sometimes struggle with, even like very practically experienced businessmen. They actually struggle to put something on the paper, and then once they put something on paper, they are really surprised how it's difficult sometimes to create interesting design, engaging, very good user experience and stuff like this. So this is where designers, where programmers, they actually take care of, and that's where you can have their touch into it. And the next stage after all the design will be MVP development. So for example, you have a big idea. You have an idea to create a new NFT marketplace with all of different features that no marketplace actually have. It's, for example, great for the market, or for example, you have a tokenization idea for the whatever real world asset. And you think of this, yeah, I will create this feature, this, and that. It's better to have an NFT with 1 or 2 features, but you don't actually include everything in your MVP. However, you make it feel like it's overall and finalized product. You make it feel that it's like the fully done product. And that's the way to success. I've seen lots of interesting products. They have only 1 or 2 features. And in the end of the day, they will just stand because they have only 1 feature that works really well, and people go there just for that feature. And then gradually taking the user experience and taking the user testing as a result, then you can talk about it as a real world kind of a project, and then you can move with whatever features you need. That's how it all works. And then in the end of the day, you can have a plan in your mind what you want to put on the top, and then you gradually, we say iteratively, review it and then create. So it's like a project cycle, as they call it. Then you review it, then you create a plan, then you create something like a project or whatever, and then you put it to the developers as a task. They implement it, test it, see how it's going on, and then it's all the way same cycle all the time. That's how every business works, every successful business works nowadays, no matter what it is, all the Silicon Valley companies. But if you need blockchain development solutions, if you need to talk with a blockchain developer who can actually tell you what it will look like in the end, how much it will cost, and how it will be better to proceed, please DM, please go to my website, check out with me. I will try to help you, to put you through all of the stages, and then you will be able to see what the technology stack, what the design, what everything is going to cost you, how long it will take, and what you can actually implement. I can advise you also based on my experience what is better for your, for example, user experience or business, or no matter the code solutions, the programming solutions that you have on the market. For the blockchain development services, please check out with me. Let's discuss this and let's create something beautiful together.